have an excellent idea. Let's change the subject.
To grum or not to grum? That is the question. I have been thinking today, maybe it's time for me to retire the whole grum thing. It's a name that has been hanging around me since I was 13. I'm 35 now, and it's gone through a number of different permutations. It all started when I was on, this is even before the internet, well, before I was properly on the internet. I was on a bulletin board in a chat room, and I was in a bad mood, which is kind of normal for me, and someone called me a grump. But they made a typo and they called me a grum instead, and it stuck. From that point, it was a name that was quite famous on the MySpace once upon a time, in the era of Tila Tequila, and I can't think of any other celebrities that were on MySpace, but it gave birth to what you probably still can find. Yes, I still have it on my YouTube channel, The Grum Show, which was a fairly popular show on MySpace that I did about 10 episodes for, but I only saved about 3 of those episodes, which sucks. But I was getting like 20,000 views or something like that for that, which was absolutely ridiculous for a web video back then. And then after the whole MySpace thing, in came Twitter and the Facebooks and whatnot. I started to become known in the Perth social media sphere. Then I did the whole Enjoy Perth thing, did a bit of music photography, and then the name Grum became not a big thing or anything like that. My head is not that far up my ass, but it became more of a known name, big enough to actually bring me a lot of opportunities that have done me quite well. So that's the past. Now it's come to a point where I gave up on a lot of the whole getting my face in people's heads, and I'm trying to live a fairly normal, low-key life. However, the name Grum is still, there's still a bit of a stigma behind that, because of the stupid things that I've done, or mostly because of the whole tall poppy syndrome that was hovering around me for years. So yeah, I was thinking, well, not really doing much online, well, in the spotlight anyway. I'm also, well, I'm doing the whole traveling thing and trying to get back into the YouTube thing, but the whole image, the persona, the name Grum, just, I'm a bit tired of it. I've even changed my name on the Facebooks to my original name, mainly because Facebook forced me to, but I'm even going by the name Christopher instead of, you know, the short Chris. I'm not quite sure why I changed that. It just happened one day, and now I'm calling myself Christopher. Like when people are being introduced to me, I'll say, hey, my name's Christopher, blah, blah, blah. So, anyway, with all that aside, I was thinking, maybe I should retire Grum. What do you think? All 3 of you. I'm 35.